Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss parameters in Tableau with their use case. Then we'll discuss what is the difference between parameter and filter, and then how to make set, bins, calculated field, reference line dynamic by using parameter. Before starting this video, if you have not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for upcoming and interesting video. So without any further delay, let's get started. So, what is parameter? Parameter is used to replace constant values for sets, bins, calculated field, and reference line. Or you can say parameter used to dynamically change the value. We can create parameter for both dimension and measure. So, in our previous video, we have created set, bins, and calculated field by using static values. Okay, now we will use parameter to replace their static value and we can make them dynamic. Okay. Let's see how we can create and use parameter in our Tableau. I'm using sample Superstore dataset for this video. I will provide the link in the description box to download this dataset. So as we already discussed, we can create parameter for both dimension and measure. Let's create parameter. To create parameter, go to this drop down and create parameter. Okay. Now you can name this parameter. I'm giving just test, and now these are the properties. Here we have data type and display format, current values and values when workbook open. Okay, first thing is data type. Data type parameter have various data type like float, integer, string, boolean, date, and date and time. Okay, this is the display format. Display format is in which format you want to show your value. Okay, if you want to show your value for number standard, or you want to go for some custom values, negative values, you want to add in specific prefix, suffix. Okay, and this is the current value. Current value is when you use your parameter, what should be your current value. Okay, and values when workbook open, it should be current values. Okay, now comes to allowable values. First one is all, second one is list, third one is range. All is when you click on all and create a parameter, you let your user to use all the values whatever he want. Okay, second one is list. In list, you will add some values in the list, and a user can only use the values that are present in the list. Okay, third one is range. In the range, you will select minimum and the maximum values, and the user can only use all the values between this minimum and maximum values. Okay, if you if you use string data type, you will not get option of range, you will get only option for all and list. Okay, because you cannot specify range in the text values, right? And same thing for boolean. If you go for boolean, you will get only true and false, because in the boolean we all use only true and false, right? So if I'm using string, and if I want to add values from any specific field that are present here, so you can go for it, add values from, suppose if I want to add the values from category, you can just click on category and you can see three categories are added in our string. Okay, this is how you can create. When your parameter is ready, you can just click on it, and now you can see a parameter is created in our data set. Okay, one thing you should remember, we cannot add parameter in our filter shell. Okay, when you drag it, it will not add here. So you can right click on it and show parameter. Okay, now you can see all the values that we added in our parameter is showing here. Okay, and one thing you should remember, to link our parameter with our worksheet or our view, we have to create a calculated field so that we can use our calculated field in our worksheet to link our parameter. Okay, so this is how you can create and show our parameters. Let's discuss some of use case of parameter. So our first use case is make set bins calculated field dynamic by using parameter. In our previous video, we created set bins by using static value. Now let's make them dynamic by using parameter. mention it use case 1. Okay, so create set for customer, go to create, go to set and find out top and customers. Okay, go to field. So instead of giving static value, what we can do is we can click on the drop down, create new parameter and give the name to the parameter. It's top and values, and here you can select the value integer and we need all values. Okay, and current value should be 5, and now just click on OK. So we have created parameter and we'll use parameter to make our set dynamic, and just click on OK. And same, let's create a parameter, and same, let's create a parameter for bottom and customer as well. Rename the set bottom and customers and select our parameter and click on OK. So let's drag it, let's drag customer and top and values. Okay, and let's drag sales as well. Let's show parameter. Now we can see top top 5 customer with sales are coming in the view. Let's change it to 10. Now you can see these are the top 10 customer with sales. Okay, so this is how you can use parameter to make set dynamic. Let's do this for bins, dynamic bins using parameter. Okay, let's create a bins for sales. Right click on it, go to create, go to bins. Here let's, so instead of giving the size, select our parameter and click on OK. Now let's drag this and let's drag sales as well. Let's show our parameter as well. Now we can see there is a difference of 10 for each bin. Now let's change it to 1000. Now you can see the size of the bin is changed to 1000. We can change it to 10,000 as well. So this is how you can use parameter to make bins dynamic. Okay, now let's create dynamic calculated field. For this, let's create a calculated field. Rename it sales is greater than question mark, because we don't know how much sales we are using for our parameter. So let's create a calculated field. If sum of sales, so here now rather than giving a static value, we'll use our parameter to make it dynamic. So let's use our parameter. So if sum of sales is greater than the value in the parameter, then it should above expectation, else below expectation, and end. Okay, just click on OK. Now let's drag our customer name and our sales. Let's drag our calculated field into color and show our parameter as well. Okay, so as of now our value is 1000. So if sales is greater than 1000, then all these are above expectation and all these are below expectation. Let's change it to 1500. So you can see some of the values are changed now. Now let's make it to 2000. As you can see now, this is also coming into below expectation. Okay, this is how you can use parameter to make them dynamic. Okay, let's discuss our next use case, that is find top n and bottom n value using parameter. So for this, let's first rename the sheet. top and bottom end values. Now for this use case, we already created our top end customer and bottom end customer. Let's combine them and make a combined set and rename it top slash bottom end customers. Use our bottom set as well, and we need member of both sets, so we are using first use case and then just click on OK. So we have created our top end and bottom end customer. So let's drag our customer name and drag top end and bottom end customers into filter, and let's drag our sales. Okay, now let's show our parameter, and we need top 5 and just click on OK. Let's show them. So you can see these are top 5 customers with sales and bottom 5 customers with sales. Let's change it to 20. So you can see these are top 20 customers with sales and bottom 20 customer with sales. Okay, so this is how you can use parameter to find out top n and bottom n customers or values using same view. Let's discuss our next use case. So our next use case is swap dimensions using parameter. Okay, so why we need to swap dimensions using parameter? Suppose you have a lot of data in your dataset and you don't want to create a separate chart for each field. So what you can do is you can add the name of this field into parameter, and you can link the parameter to the chart, and you can swap these dimension using parameter to show all these values into a single chart. Okay, let's rename it swap dimensions using parameter. Okay, for this let's create a parameter first, rename the parameter and given choose dimensions, make it to string, and I'm using list. Add this value, I'm using customer name, product name, and category, and our value, so our current value is customer name. Okay, and now just click on OK. So to link our parameter, create a calculative field and giving name it to choose dimension. I'm using case statement for it. Okay, you can use if else statement as well to link our parameter. So I'm using case statement. Let's call our parameter choose dimension when. So one thing you remember, if you are using case statement or if else statement, it is case sensitive, so you have to give the exact same name that you give in parameter. Okay, so if it is customer name, then it should give us customer name. When it's product name, it should give us product name. When category, then it should give us category and then end our calculation. So what this calculation will do is, here we are calling our parameter, and from parameter if we choose customer name, it will give customer name, and if we choose product name, it will give product name, and if we choose category, it will give category in the view. Okay, and then just click on OK. Just drag our calculative field and drag sales. Okay, and show our parameter. Okay, so our current value is customer name. Let's change it to product name. Okay, now it's showing product name with sales. Now change to category. So you can see now you are seeing category with sales. Okay, this is how you can swap dimensions by using parameter. Let's move to our next use case, that is swap measures using parameter. Okay, so in our previous use case we are using dimension. Here we will swap measures using parameter. Okay, let's rename our worksheet first. Swap measures using parameter. Now let's create a parameter. Go to parameter, rename it swap measures. Now we will make it integer and go to list, and we will enter then 1, then 2. Okay, for 1 we'll use sales, for 2 we'll use profit. Okay, and just click on OK. Now create a calculated field, rename it choose measures, and we use the same case statement that we used in our swapping dimensions using parameter case. Okay, so let's drag our parameter now, swap measures. So when 1, then it should give us sum of sales. When it's 2, then it should give us sum of profit. Okay, and end it and just click on OK. Now let's drag our subcategory and drag our choose measure, show our parameter. Okay, let's sort this and show its value. Now we are getting sales with subcategory. Let's change it to profit. When you click on profit, you are getting profit with subcategory. So this is how you can use parameter to swap our measures. Okay, let's move to our next use case, that is swap charts using parameter. Let's rename it swap charts using parameter. Okay, so for this let's create two charts. First we create line chart and then we create bar chart. Okay, so let's drag customer name and sales, sort it and show its label. Okay, so we have created bar chart. Now let's create a line chart, drag order date and convert it into years, and let's drag profit. Okay, and this is we have created line chart. Now let's create a parameter, change its name to swap charts, change its data type to string, and in the list give value bar and line. Okay, just click on it. Now we have created parameter. Now let's create a calculated field to link our parameter, choose charts and swap chart and just click on OK. Now let's drag our calculated field into filter, go to custom value and search for bar and click on OK. Why we choose bar? Because now we are applying filter on bar chart. Okay, and just click on OK. Now show our parameter. Okay, so when you select on the line chart, it will not show you bar chart. Okay, and let's apply same thing to here as well. Let's go to this, go to custom value, select on line, search it line and click on OK and show parameter. Okay, When you click on bar, it will not show you line chart. Okay, so this is how you can use parameter to swap charts. Okay, now let's use these swapping charts in a dashboard as well. So for this, let's create a container and drag our chart here. So we have added both. We have our sheets as well. So when you click on bar chart, it will show you bar chart, and when you click on line, it will show you line chart. Okay, this is how you can use swapping charts by using parameter. Let's discuss what is the difference between parameter and filter. So first one is dependency on data source. So parameter is independent, and while filter is dependent. Multi-select. Parameter has no multi-select option while filter has multi-select option. It means only one value at a time at parameter, but we can select multi value in filter. Okay, action. So action is available for parameter, but it's not available for filter. Role. So parameter role is to replace the constant value for sets, bins, calculated field, reference line, and make them dynamic. But primary use of filter is to narrow down the data. Okay, so now we have discussed all the things. So thank you so much, guys. If you like the video, please do like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for upcoming videos.